morning, students. I hope you all are good and safe. Take care of your health. As in our previous online class, we are learning Harappan Civilization. So let us continue with the same chapter. And I want to revise once about the previous topics. They were social life of the people, the Harappan Civilization, town planning. Among town planning, you have learned about the streets and the drainage system. Then the next topic was the agriculture. In agriculture, you have learned that it is the most important economic feature of the people, and it is divided into two categories about the trade and the agriculture of different kinds. Then you have learned about the architecture. In the architecture, different style of buildings were there. The first one was the dwelling house, the great barn, the great granary, the assembly hall, and we had learned about the social life of the people. In social life, you have learned about the food, dress and ornaments of that people. So in this way we have revised our previous topics. Now today onwards I will start with the new topic, that is art and craft. Art and craft is also categorized into different categories. The first category is related to the art of sculpture. The discovery of the statues and figures in terracotta, stone and even metal shows a high degree of development in the art of sculpture. You must be thinking that what is this terracotta? A terracotta is a type of a fired clay, typically of a brownish red color, and it is used as an ornamental buildings material and in modeling statues or other objects made of terracotta. It is an unglazed clay which don't have any shining material. So in the art of sculpture, we learn about the three things. The first one is the sculpture in the metal. As you can see it on the screen, the sculpture in the metal is the most outstanding work in the metal in the bronze figure of a dancing girl. Why the bronze figure? Because it is also known as the Bronze Age. So most of the things are made of bronze, and among that there is a dancing girl. The dancing girl with her right hand on her hip in a dancing posture. So what is the position of the girl? We can see that the girl is in a dancing posture. She is shown wearing necklaces and her left arm is covered with bangles. Means she is wearing the bangles also made of ivory or bone. Her hair is neatly fashioned. So this is also described about her hairstyle. Her hair is neatly fashioned in the form of a bun, and her head is tilted slightly backward. So this is the description of the metal work. Now next you can see it on the screen, sculpture in the stone. The stone statue which have been found at Mohenjo-daro and Harappa show the remarkable skill of the sculpture. So few stones statues were found at Mohenjo-daro and Harappa, and it shows the remarkable skills. One of these is the statue of a nobleman or a priest wearing a shawl over the left shoulder and under the right arm. So this is the people of the archaeologist had explained that a man who is wearing a shawl over the left shoulder under the right arm, they told us about that it is a priest. His eyes are half closed and his beard is neatly trimmed. And this statue was also known as a beard man. Then another important statue, the other beautiful piece of sculpture is that of a male torso. You must be thinking, what is a torso? The trunk of a statue without or considered independently of the head and limbed, and the trunk of the human body, or you can say in a easy language, it is a trunk of a human body. It is also found, and it is made up of the red stone with socket holes in the neck and shoulders. It has socket holes also in the neck and shoulders. Why these holes are there? For the attachment of the head and arms, so that head and arms can be attached with the statue. Then the next figure which was found during the Harappan civilization was the sculpture in terracotta. As I've already told you about the terracotta, a kind of a material which is used to make the statues. Then the terracotta figure of the mother goddess. The mother goddess is considered as the religious deity of the people. Is an outstanding piece of sculpture. Several other terracotta figures of a bull, dog, sheep, bird, men and women have also been found. Now another category of art and craft is the art of carving. As you can see it on your screen, the art of carving. What is this carving? Carving tells us to cut a solid material so as to form something. Okay, to cut a solid material with some sharp weapon to form something. To carve a piece of pine means a wood. Then to form from a solid material by cutting carve a stone out of the stone. So it was done on the piece of the wood also, and it was done on the piece of the stone also. The Indus people excelled in the art of carving. The figure of animals carved on the seals show a high degree of excellence. Many seals have been found with engraving of the figures of various animals such as the bull, the buffalo, the bison, the elephant and the mythological unicorn. Then the next category was the art of painting. So they are very well in art of painting. Different designs and figures of men, animals, birds and trees painted on earthenware shows the artistic skill of the people. They painted geometrical patterns in a variety of colors on pottery. Means it shows that they use colors also, right? Then the next category is the art of pottery. The Harappan potters made pottery of various shapes and size on a potter's wheel. What is this pottery? You know about the pottery. The pots, dishes and other articles made of fired clay. It is a pottery. Different types of pots, jars and vases were made. Pots meant for daily use were plain, and those which were used for preserving valuables were glazed and painted. So here you can see that pots are into different categories. The first one is for the daily use. They are not painted, they are simple. And another one is painted and they are used for preserving valuable things. Our next category is the art of spinning. What is this art of spinning? The discovery of a large number of spindles. You must be thinking the meaning of the spindle. What is the spindle? It is a rod, okay, or a pin serving as an axis that revolves or on which something revolves. Okay, it is used as to revolve something on its axis. So in their houses indicates the number of spindles in their houses indicates that spinning of cotton and wool was common among the people. So spinning of cotton and wool was common among the people. Spindles and spindle work were made of terracotta and porcelain. What is this porcelain? It is a white, verified, translucent ceramic. Okay, it is a kind of a ceramic which is used for coloring. Then the discovery of a dyer's vat on the pots and in the Harappan civilization shows that they were familiar with the art of dyeing their fabrics. Means they were dyeing, and dyeing was also familiar at that time. Then next category was the Metal craft and metallurgy. What is this metal craft and metallurgy? It shows according to the topic related to the metal work. Smiths of various kinds proceeds terracotta skill in producing beautiful jewelries, in casting metals, and in creating alloys. A high enthusiastic sense is revealed in the exquisite designs of gold ornaments like necklace, arm bands, bangles, girdles, silver bracelets, and earrings worn by the Harappan women. So these types of beautiful ornaments were made by the smiths of that time, and it was worn by the women. And the men also wear these beautiful ornaments. The artisan shows their skill in smelting bronze and producing vessels of fine quality. Copper vessels were made from sheet metals. Now, next category is the art of writing and script. Art of writing is very important, but till today the archaeologists were not able to read their writing. It is a pictorial writing. Pictorial writing tells that it is a picture-based writing. So the Harappans had developed the art of writing. The seals discovered at Harappa and Mohenjo-daro are engraved with some sort of pictorial writing. Similar inscriptions have been found engraved on copper tablets with figures of men and animals. Unfortunately, the pictorial script has not been disappeared. It was not able to read. Some scholars of their opinion said that the writing was generally from right to left. So some scholars said that the writing was generally from right to left. But in some cases it was written from left to right. So this is the opinion of the archaeologist. So in this way you have learned about the different categories of art and craft. Do you know about the seals and their importance? Nowadays we are using the money, a rupee. In India we are using a rupee. So the Harappan people use the seals. And these seals shows us great importance about that time. The seals may be considered as the most valuable finds as they give us valuable information about the Harappan civilization. More than 2,000 seals of different types have been discovered from the various sites. How many seals were discovered? 2,000 seals were discovered. These are usually square shaped and made of terracotta, statite or ivory. Now let me tell you what is this statite. A statite is a material. Okay, a statite is a kind of a material, or we can say it is a mineral talc occurring in consolidate form, especially as soapstone. Okay, what is this soapstone? It is a talc sheet which is a type of a metamorphic rock. So it is a type of a sheet which is made up of a metamorphic rock. Second was the ivory. What is this ivory? It is a hard, creamy substance composing the main part of the tusk of an elephant, walrus or narwhal. Often especially they are used to make ornaments or other articles. Right? So the seals are made up of three things: terracotta, statite or ivory. Now seals are categorized into the three categories. The first one is the animal seals. As you can see it on the screen, some seals are engraved with the figures of animals, the bulls, buffaloes, elephant, tiger and antelopes. The best engraving are those of the humped bull. What is the best one? Humped bull and the buffalo and the bison. Next category is the unicorn seal. Another figure shown on the seals is that of the unicorn with a single horn. A unicorn seal was found with a single horn. Then the third category is the Shiva Pashupati seal. What is this? This is the most important seal which is found during the Harappan civilization, and that of the Pashupati, which depicts the three-faced deity seated in a yogic posture with horned head dress and surrounded by the animals. So what it describes? It describes that it has three-faced deity. Three-faced it had, and seated in a yogic posture. How this the Pashupati is sitting? He is sitting in a yogic posture with a horned head dress and surrounded by the animals, surrounded by different categories of animals. Later excavations revealed two more seals of Shiva. So these are the different types of seals. Now let me tell you the importance of the seals. What it tells us, why they are so important. So it reveals the truth. That is, the seals are a valuable source of information about the culture and the civilization of the Harappan people. Okay. Then the first point describes, from the figures on the seals we come to know about the physical features, dress, ornaments and hairstyles of the people, and we also learn about the animals they used. They throw light, second point, they throw light on the religious faith and beliefs of the people. What is their religious faith? We'll come to know with the help of these seals, as the seal of Pashupati describes us about the religious belief. Then the third point describes, they give us an idea about their commercial activities, that they had trading relationships with the other countries, they had commercial activities. Then fourth point describes, they reveal the remarkable skill of the artists, that the skill of the artists it also reveals, and it describes about their different styles. Fifth point describes, they show the scripts prevalent in those days, as the archaeologists were not able to read that, but then too it shows that they are writing with the pictorial script. Now so in this way you have learned about the importance of seals and other categories and all the topics you have learned. I want to give you your assignment. Please do it, all the questions properly, listen the video carefully and do the questions properly in your history register. Please don't forget to write the answers, it will help you a lot. Okay, in this way we are completing the course. So please listen the video carefully and complete all the assignments according to the time. Thank you and take care.